Hello students, we will continue with the standard 8 lesson 6 combustion and flame. We have learned that the lowest temperature at which a substance catches fire is called its ignition temperature. Now example kerosene. When a burning matchstick is brought near kerosene, it catches fire easily. It burns with a flame. Such substances are also called as inflammable substances. Examples are alcohol, LPG, petrol, etc., which are called as inflammable substances. In order to catch fire, a substance should reach its ignition temperature. Let us take an example of dry leaves and wet leaves. Now, students, which one do you think can burn easily with a matchstick? Dry leaves will burn easily because its ignition temperature is less as compared to that of wet leaves. Wet leaves have water in it, so when we heat, its ignition temperature is not reached. That means it will take more time to burn. We can understand by this that in order to burn, it is compulsory for a substance to reach its ignition temperature. Now, if we compare petrol and kerosene, petrol burns faster than kerosene as its ignition temperature is more than that of kerosene. Now let us come to another topic, that is how to control fire. Students, whenever there is a fire breakout at homes, offices or any other place, we call the fire brigade. See the figure 6.6. What does the fireman do? He throws water under pressure to extinguish the fire. We have studied that for combustion to take place, there are three conditions which are necessary. The first one is that it should be a combustible substance. That means it should be a fuel. Second one, proper ignition temperature should be reached by the substance. And the third is a gas should be present which supports combustion. Now we have oxygen gas in air which supports combustion. Now if we want to control the fire, one condition should be absent. When a fireman throws water on a burning substance, water cools the combustible material and the temperature is brought down below its ignition temperature. So, the fire cannot spread. Water vapor which is formed surrounds the material, and because of that, the supply of air is stopped and the fire extinguishes. So, this is how it works. Students, we will continue with Standard 8 Science, Lesson 6 Combustion and Flame. Now, water is a best fire extinguisher, but it cannot be used to stop fire involving electrical appliances or wires because water is a good conductor of electricity. So, a person throwing water to extinguish fire is most likely to get an electric shock. So, if an electrical equipment is on fire, it is not advisable to use water to extinguish fire. Secondly, water is not a good extinguisher for fires involving oil and petrol. Why is it so? Because we know that water is heavier than oil. When we mix oil and water, oil floats on water and water settles down as it is heavier than oil. When water is used to extinguish fire, oil remains on the top and it keeps on burning. So, water is not a good extinguisher for such cases. Now, in these cases, carbon dioxide is a best extinguisher. Now, see the figure 6.7. This is a fire extinguisher. Nowadays, it is widely used in many places like schools, hospitals, offices, etc. Carbon dioxide is stored at high pressure as liquid in extinguisher. It expands enormously, thus covering the fire. It also cools down, thus bringing down the temperature of fuel. Moreover, as it covers the fire like a blanket, the contact between the fuel and oxygen is cut off. So the fire comes under control. Also, it does not harm any electrical equipment. It is thus an excellent fire extinguisher. Some chemicals like sodium bicarbonate, which is baking soda or potassium bicarbonate, they are also used in extinguishing fire. Now students, let us study about the different types of combustion. There are three types of combustion: rapid, spontaneous, and explosive combustion. The first one is rapid combustion. Here the substances catches fire rapidly. More heat and light is produced. Examples here is kerosene, LPG, etc. Now the second one, spontaneous combustion. Here the substances catches fire at its own. Combustion takes place at room temperature. The ignition temperature is less than room temperature of that material. So this material suddenly burns out. Example, burning of yellow phosphorus. Forest fires are also an example of spontaneous combustion. Due to sun's heat, forests they catch fire. Now the third one is explosive combustion. Substances when they burn and a sudden reaction takes place with the evolution of heat, light and sound. A large amount of gas is liberated. Now students, during festivals we burn crackers. When we burn them, loud sound is produced along with heat and light. So the such reaction is called explosion and such combustion is called as explosive combustion. Now students, what is a flame? Flame is a region of burning gases. You must have observed a candle and a kitchen stove flame. The candle flame burns with yellow color and kitchen stove flame it burns which is in blue color. Some substances they forms flame on burning, whereas some they do not burn. Say for example candle wax, kerosene, magnesium, they burns with the flame. These substances they vaporize on burning forming a flame. Some substances they do not vaporize on burning. Example like charcoal, they do not burn with a flame. So these are some examples of flame.